Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Colin Ray.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Just about to get started, Jackson Chourio now at the plate. And we're underway from Wrigley Field. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Ray, 35 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Swing and a bouncer. Corner to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras.
Here we go, Colin.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back here at the friendly confines. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Robert Gasser. What should we keep an eye on here?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Here's Nico Hoerner.
Leading off tonight, the second baseman, number 2, Nico Hoerner.
This one in the air. Chourio. And there's one down.
Batting second, the first baseman, Michael Buck.
He hauls it in. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Bowling.
Hammered, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Ian Happ.
The 0-1. Happ lays off. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. And that's in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki, Terang. And that is the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And the 0-1. That clips the corner.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong on his way over. He's got it. And there's one down.
That is fifth, the left fielder, number 9, Jake Bauer.
Ray, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. The 1-1. In the air, left field. And there's 2 down.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Sal Frelick at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Late swing, foul to the left. Two down, nobody on. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Back here at Wrigley Field, stepping in, Michael Conforto.
Number 20, Michael Conforto.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence.
And that one hammered. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The Cubbies looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. In the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Man at second. Oh. Chop to third. Hamilton tosses across to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. In the air to left center. Mitchell on the move. Takes it in for the out.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bowers under it. And that will end the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton on to the third inning. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
That's out to center field. He's got it, and there's one away. Digging in, David Hamilton.
Number 6, David Hamilton.
Here goes the runner. Top of the third, no score. That one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one way inside. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next to Milwaukee, the first baseman, Jackson Chouinard.
Mitchell, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground to short. Throws to first in time. That ends the frame. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Hoerner. And base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The lefty, the 1-0. Out to center. Mitchell under it. Makes the grab. One out man at first. Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. 1-for-1 with a single so far.
Bregman.
Step off, throw to first. Hoerner back in on a dive. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
That's a ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close. There's a strike. The Cubs with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. And that's in there at the knees. Stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Number 8, Designated hitter, Ian Happ.
Runner at second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Breaks his bat, pops it up. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, start of the fourth, Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Ground ball right side, corner. In plenty of time to first. One pitch and one out.
Next for Milwaukee, the catcher, William Contreras.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. Yelly stepping into the box now. Fly to center his first time.
No, that's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Yelly set down on strikes. Back here at the friendly confines. Leading off, Seiya Suzuki. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 20, Michael Conforto.
In the air, left field. Bowers should have this one. 2 down. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 0 for 1 so far.
Carson Kelly.
Kelly, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2012. All tied up. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking. Make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And they'll do it again. Line to second. It's snagged on the bounce. Terang over to first in time. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here at Wrigley Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under it. 1 away.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, number 10, Sal Freeland.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
The 1-1. Called strike right there.
Ball 2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Struck him out swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Single to right in his first trip. Bunting for a hit. Bare hand has to hurry. They get the out, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
You know, these Cubs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
On the ground, and foul ball. That one to first. Nice grab. And they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
So based on those first pitch numbers and how often they lead to outs, it's easy to see why maybe they should be a little more patient with their approach moving forward.
Here's the 0-2.
That's a ball.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Nope, that's low. Ball 2.
A changeup missing. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. That is the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Top 6, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Foul ball there.
Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 0-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. One down.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Ball one.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the sixth. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under this one. And that quickly, 2 away. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Jackson Chourio digs in now. That is upstairs for ball one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, digging in, Michael Busch.
The first baseman, Michael Busch.
Fastball for a strike.
Oh.
And that skips into dirt. That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Strike. Woo.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first in time. In half up to hit. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Ball one, no strikes.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
That one ripped left field, carrying well. And he brings it in on the warning track. Back here at the friendly confines, we go to the top of the seventh. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
That one lifted to left. Conforto under it. And there's one down.
Up next for Milwaukee, the catcher, William Contreras.
Just off the inside edge.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And a big swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That misses. Full count now. This one in the air. And there's 2 away. Here's Yelich at the dish.
The designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
That's a ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in. And that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, leading off, Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki.
Out to short, Ortiz. The throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 20, Michael Conforto.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to first.
Now
that's out number 2. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Grant Anderson.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Hard hit right side. Whips it to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs,
number
Jacob
71.
Webb.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
The left fielder.
Stepping in, Jake Bowers. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Oh.
And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Gets a piece and stays alive. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, number 10, Sal Freeland.
Oh.
On a line out towards center. Dives, but it's off his glove. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Mitchell, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
No, outside.
And now 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Next pitch misses, and the count is filled up.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And a base hit, and a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. 2 down.
Now pitching for
Ty
the
Block gets the call from the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Hamilton in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Here at Wrigley Field, and now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Ball, low.
Outside low. 2 balls, no strikes. Hit on the ground to the right side. Chourio takes it to the bag, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Gansby. Swanson.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. That was the sweeper, but it missed. All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he walked him. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now quick throw to first, and he's back in on a dive. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Ortiz over to second, on to first, double play. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. And that drops in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Strike 2. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul.
Oh.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That one in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Contreras, batting with one down, takes a strike. Runner on the move. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Pickoff move to second. Terang back in on a dive.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, that's a base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And in the ninth, they take the lead. Fouled off left side. The 0-1. And a foul ball. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swings and misses, struck him out. Up now for Milwaukee, Jake Bauers. 0 for 3 in this one.
Nope, that's off the plate.
To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. This one in the air right field. And that's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Squirts away a little bit to third. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third, but 2 away. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Abner Uribe.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And that one fouled off. One-run game, bottom 9. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And a base hit right there. And the tying run is on base.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The 0-1. Just missed. The Brewers trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. has room, and he makes the catch. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Ian Happ.
Designated hitter, Ian Happ.
Quick move to first. Shaw back on a dive.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Tap foul at the plate. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Up and in, it's 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Line drive. Brings it in.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Swings and misses. And that is strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Grounds one to short. Ortiz. And that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.